Hey guys, Nicole Blosnitz here, back with another Christmas story for you. This would be Christmas story number 4. So, I don't even know if this really is considered a Christmas story, but I guess it's about Christmas, about what happened. Um, okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys just a little bit of history before I go into a full on Christmas story. My mom used to love buying these big, huge, gorgeous pine Christmas trees. Real Christmas trees. Just one little problem. I'm allergic to pine trees. Now, I don't know if she knew this as I was growing up, but as I was in lockup and stuff, and I was in my foster home, I couldn't stop sneezing around our Christmas tree, so my foster mom took me in and she had some tests ran, and it came back that I was very allergic to Christmas trees that are real. Pine, I'm allergic. I'm allergic to pine trees. So, I can't have a real Christmas tree. But like I was telling you guys, my mom used to get real pine Christmas trees for Christmas every year. It was always I think it was a 6 to a 7 foot tree. And every year I remember I would sneeze, I would and so would my sister. I don't know if she would remember doing it, but we all did. Even my brother. He used to sneeze and stuff around it too. Every year she would get a treat. Our sinuses are horrible. Me and my brother and my sister, we used to have to go get shots for our allergies as a kid. That's how bad our allergies are. And so, yeah. You don't put someone around something they're allergic to, but apparently she must have she either knew or didn't care, or B, she just wanted that darn tree so badly, she didn't care what it cost. She figured they could suck it up for a month. I don't know. Anyways, that's the story behind the Christmas trees and us being allergic. Yeah. Now, I know growing up, and maybe my brothers and sister wouldn't remember this, and I don't even care if they do, and they're not going to be able to comment because A, I don't care about them, and B, they're not involved. I mean, they're involved, but they're not. This is my story, my life, my version. Anyways, growing up was great. We were having our Christmases like I was showing you guys that were crazy Christmases. And then all of a sudden my sister came back into our lives and my mom started doing Christmases down at her house. I'm not even gonna lie. I hated going. The only reason why I liked going is when my nephew was born. Or to see my brother-in-law, because at least he was fun and he would do fun stuff with us. She was not fun. We did not go to her house for her. It was always for my nephew or his dad. And maybe they won't say it to her face because they don't want to hurt her feelings, but I'll say it to her face right here, right on this. We did not like coming to see you. It was not about you. The only person that wanted to see you, I think it was my mom. But to be honest, now that I think about it, she used to say that she always loved just going to see the baby. Maybe she didn't even like going. She just wanted to see the baby and see my brother-in-law. So yeah, I'm not even sure she liked going down to my sister because, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But she never actually mentioned anything about my sister really other than if it pertained to the baby or my brother-in-law. My mom looked at my brother-in-law as another son, and she looked at my nephew as another baby that was her baby, her grandbaby. He was her world. So anyways, long story short, I just remember, I remember Mom would say, well, we can't open our Christmas presents until she would come up. And I'm like, oh, do we have to wait on her? Who cares about her? That sounds so bad. But this is where it had come to. She came, she was nowhere in our lives for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, boom, she's back in. And I was a kid. I wanted to open my Christmas presents. I didn't want to wait on her. Like, she didn't matter. She didn't matter in my world. And she didn't matter in my brother and sister's world either, because they were right on board with me and saying, forget her. Let's just open our present. Let us open our presents. Who cares? They can open theirs whenever they get here. Forget them. We were all that way. And they could sit there and deny it all they want, or they could do whatever they want to do, but that's how it was. And I remember, and then when we'd have to go down to her, because every other year we go down to her house. And I'd just be like, Mom, can't we just stay up here and you do Christmas? Even my brother said it. And my sister. My sister that's a year older than me. Sorry, I'm the youngest in my family. And I said, why can't we just stay here and you cook the meal? I was like, you make way better food. Because let me remind you, I hated going out of her house for her food because she would always take a turkey and shove a duck in it, okay? To me, that's just too sexual for me. And if you wanted to shove a duck in a turkey, like, pfft, wow. And B, she always had to do friggin' stuffing with oysters, okay? Oysters. Take your nasty oysters and shove them where the moon don't shine, because that's disgusting to me. And she's never changed. She's always puts oysters in everything. Even my husband found out the hard way. He even told me, he's like, I stopped eating down there when I would come and see you. He's like, I could not stand your sister's cooking, because everything she cooked would always either A, have oysters or something disgusting in it that he couldn't handle. He said her food was horrible. And I couldn't blame him, because I even told him that sometimes I had to just chuck it down. And other times I'd be glad when I wasn't home at her house and I was at a friend's house and I ate at their house, because the food was phenomenal. Even when I was staying at my one friend's house and they were eating food that was like German style food, and I was like, it was way better than hers. Like, better. My mother's cooking's way better than hers. And the funny part is, even her ex-husband told me my food cooking was better than hers, and it peed her off. So yeah, she's not a good cook. I don't care how much she wants to cut it up. I don't care how much she wants to say, oh, I could do this. I mean, she's great at making breakfast, like some eggs and bacon and that. But you get her cooking, forget it. I don't want her food. It's disgusting to me. I've had it. And I used to be a fat girl, okay? And I love food, but she would be the killer of food for a fat girl. Maybe I do kind of need her cooking, because then I would never eat and I would never have to ever worry about gaining a pound. Might be. No, don't even want her cooking. Sorry. But anyways, long story short, I would always say, Mom, I don't want to go to her house for Christmas. The gifts suck. The food sucks. And I just can't stand her. And my mom would be like, you just need to get along with her. And I said I didn't want to. And finally, I just stopped going to my mom about it, and I wouldn't say anything to my mom, and I started writing on the paper and stuff about them, about how I didn't like my sister, how I hated going to her house for the holidays. Even when, like, I was in lockup and I was in, like, a group therapy sessions with group people, we talk about our Christmases. I'd even say I had the worst Christmas ever if I ever went to my sister's house. Told them I hated it. Anytime I had to go to her house, I hated it. Like, I always felt like I had to be on eggshells at her house. She's a psycho that I did not want to be around. I could not stand her. Like, I can actually say, I think I might have hated her. Like, hated her. And then it became, I didn't hate her anymore. I just didn't want nothing to do with her. Because I told myself, as a good Christian, you can't just hate somebody. You should never hate. You should just not be around that person. And that's what I did. And, well, eventually over time, my other sister became in that category too, so yeah. But yeah, those were my Christmases, like, in those zones. So I guess in the next video, I will start to share my real Christmases that I really experienced that were amazing. And I can't wait to share those ones with you guys, because these ones are from the time I was 13 to 18. And these are the ones I have with my foster families. And yeah, it was definitely better. And the funny part is even my lockup Christmases were better, and we didn't even have a Christmas. But we did. And I'll tell you how that is in another Christmas vlog of how you do that. But the point is, here's another Christmas story. I don't know how you want to take this one. It is what it is. And I guess now you know I really don't like my sisters. AKA, not my sisters. Okay, guys. Like I said, Christmas story number 4. Look for Christmas story number 5. Can't wait to get into those. These are going to be better, way better than my childhood ones, and way better than any of them. Because these are the true people that help shape me of who I am. These are the people that have helped me see what I needed to see. They've helped me grow. They helped me become a person. They helped me be who I am. And I appreciate them and I love them. And some of them, I know I terrorized the heck out of them. So for those I am so sorry, because I do regret it now as an adult. And I want to say thank you for, even if we had the worst time together in our home, in your home, and that, it did shape me. It did change my views on what I did, and it helped. It made me grow as a person. And if I didn't have those experiences and what you guys were trying to teach me, and I didn't learn those, and I didn't take those, and I didn't look back on those, I wouldn't be who I am today. So for that, thank you. That's what I am thankful for from those homes that I didn't get much out of, but I did get much out of. And there's certain ways you get much out of them, and there's certain ways you didn't. And if you're a foster mom or a foster dad and a foster kid, you know what I'm talking about. So, thank you for watching, and look for Christmas number 5. Bye.